Hello everyone. Today I'm going to take you through something else. Formerly we had the Excel terminologies. Today we are going to have something else still in Excel. It is going to be about errors, the errors we make in Excel, how we make them, and once we know how we make them, we are going to avoid making them. So let me take you through there without wasting time. So this is going to be my table. You can also create your own table in the Excel sheet. And it's done. I'm going to use to illustrate to you the errors that we make in Excel, sometimes unknowingly, and mostly it's unknowingly, because if you know how you make it, you'll avoid it. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so here are the errors we make in Excel. Here we go. Our first error is this one. I can't pronounce it, but I hope you're seeing it. So this error appears when a formula attempts to divide a number by 0. Sometimes when you're on a hurry and then you end up selecting a wrong cell, or say maybe because 80 divide by, and then maybe you end up selecting this one and then you enter to give you this, because the cell you're dividing with is a 0. So this is for example, if you have a formula like A1 divide by B1 and B1 is a 0, an empty cell like we just done here, it will give you this. So this is where this error appears. I'll use this very so we'll go to the next error. Let me use another one. The next one is value. You see how it looks like. This error usually appears when a formula has a wrong type of argument. For instance, trying to perform a mathematical operation on text values. Take note on text values. Say this. On text values, instead of numbers, will trigger this error. So this is value. We are trying to perform a mathematical operation. We go. Equals, I'll say maybe let me still use this 79 plus this, enter. It brings value, because a mathematical statement, we don't expect you to deal with text, we expect you to deal with digits. That's why I tell you value. So that's where that error occurs. Then we have ref. Here you see how it looks like. This occurs when a formula refers to a cell that has been deleted. For example, if you have a formula that references cell A1 and you delete A1, you'll see this error. So let's try it. Equals, let me say we're using C, C2 and C3, 78 plus C3, 82, enter. And then this is the answer we've got. Then I come here to C2 or C3, sorry, and then I decide to delete it. You see, it will appear here, because now the one I'm referring to is not there, the cell is not there. So that means my formula will look like this, because I've deleted C3 here. That was going to give me the value 160 when I added. So this is where the ref appears, that error. So make sure once you learn how these errors appear, you don't make them. So we'll go to the fourth one. Name. This error is this error is shown when Excel does not recognize a text in a formula. It could be due to misspelled function name, or missing quotation mark, or anything that you've missed in the function. Remember, functions are inbuilt, so when you make a mistake in the name of the function, the computer won't recognize it. So let's try it, because we have our functions like sum, average, difference. So I think average will do. I'll type average wrongly. I hope you see where I've removed the letter so it can be wrong. I open my brackets. I choose what I want to be in the average. Average of these. Close my bracket and enter. See name, because I typed average long. So when you type name, when you go to the formula bar, it will give you the formula you put in, and you see this is the wrong spelling of average. That's why it gives me name. So that's name. We go to the next one, num. This is what it looks like. This error happens when a formula or function contains invalid numeric values, such as using a negative number in a function that requires a positive number, or when a formula generates a number that is too large or too small to be presented. Okay, so an example of this here, or I'll put it here, because let's look back in our mathematics. We can never get a square root of a negative number. So let me say I'm getting a square root, SQ. These are all functions found in Excel. Square root of negative 160. Enter. To give you num. That was the first part of num, when you put a negative in a function that requires a positive. So let's see when the formula generates a number that is too large. Equals factorial. Let's try getting factorial of 5. It gives you the answer because it's not too large, but let's try to change something here, and we get maybe factorial of 1000. Enter. It's too large. The answer is too large to be put in this cell, so it will tell you now. That's according to the function. So let's go to the other error. And that is NA. So NA, this indicates that VLOOKUP is not available. This indicates that a value is not available. Commonly seen in lookup like VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, when a match cannot be found. So let's see. Let me use VLOOKUP because VLOOKUP, when a match cannot be found. So I'll use this table or any of these columns. So when I see all these columns, at least there is no 200 anywhere here. VLOOKUP, that's my lookup value. So the one, the table array where I want to look it up from, I can use this, comma, the column index 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's column number 5, comma. I want the exact match. I don't want anything approximate. Exact. And then I'll enter NA because it can't find the 200 anywhere in this column, and it does not match what I'm looking for. That's why to give me NA. So for today, those are the errors you make in Excel or when you're interacting with a spreadsheet. So let's learn how we make them so that we avoid them. And once you learn how you make them, you're going to avoid them, and it will be easy for you to interact with the spreadsheet. So that's all for today. Make sure you share my video, share my link so that you can subscribe. Make sure you like, make sure you comment where you want clarification. And so that's all for today. Let's watch out for the next video, which will be about creating a report using Excel. That's all for today. Till next time. Bye bye.